I'm kicking it back in the
This is part 2 because
yeah, I'm kicking it back in the moonlight. Jesus coming home and he found me sleeping with 2 brides. Yeah, I'm kicking it back in the moonlight. Yeah, I'm kicking it back in the moonlight. Yeah, I'm kicking it back in the moonlight. Jesus coming home and he found me sleeping with 2 brides. And we don't go up and we don't roll up into the heavens. They take it eternal weight. Got me shining just like some coke out of them. Now they say no way, hold on. If you want that stuff, they never needed no one to sit there and tell me that it is something. Come little say, now you remember back in 08 what you told me. We're like, no way, living without the one they know they just like Super Saiyan, I make myself no way, Jose got that dope boy that's unbelievable, you know me. Where the street of it is about to let it take ya. The truth is spirit, truth and love, I got the same plug. And if you ain't hating it, energy, I'm running the music.
ow! That smacked my leg.
I'm kicking it back in the moonlight. I'm kicking it back in the moonlight.
Oh yeah. Ooh! Yo! That was fucking gnarly.
Just one side, got me saying, living in life. Then I'm asking the Holy Ghost to be filling me up. And that he is in the peace in the midst of me. Yes, I was saying, this that man had enough was enough. I'm telling me, Jesus, you free as you free. Replacing the blood. He's a super on top of the blood.
Bro. Bro, this is so much fun.
Dude, good thing fucking that head's in the way. Fuck, I would've lost. That 3 is fucking insane. I tried a 180 once, dude, and I just fucking boom, hit my front tire.
I got like, first off, I 180 it perfectly.
And being raw with you about who I am and where I come from. So I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about me and where I come from in Denver, Colorado. So when I was 14 years old, I was at the Family Crisis Center. And the Family Crisis Center is a step up for youth going into foster care or a step down for youth coming out of juvenile detention centers. And I was there because I wanted to commit suicide. Things weren't right in the home. There was drugs coming in and out. So what the state decided to do is take me away from my family and everything that I love. And they stuck me in a family crisis center. The first thing they did was put me on a bunch of medication, which honestly did nothing for me. I was just looking forward to my next high all the time. And they told me to see a therapist, and they said that would help, and like I can talk to them and I'll start feeling better. And then this beautiful organization called Art from Ashes came into my life. And they taught me that I don't have to speak the language of victimization anymore, and I can become whatever I want and do whatever I want in this world. Yeah. So this is also a message for y'all. We can't let them destroy us, because there's some people in this world who do want to destroy you. After this track, I'm a spoken word poet as well, so hopefully y'all are cool with me giving you some spoken word poetry. I'm hearing you say it's enough for us. I need a salvation, wait. I'm living without the blood, wait. I had to face it, wait. I can no longer fake it, wait. I had to face it, yeah. From the heavens above, wait. I'm glad that you made it. I'm hearing you say it's enough for us. I need a salvation, wait. Living without the blood, wait. I had to face it, yeah. I can no longer fake it, yeah. Without your love, go ahead and take it. Alright, couldn't get up, gotta be lit up. Feet on the evil and y'all might kick up. My father's house, I'm in the dancing. I'm about to grab the cook up. In the water, we pulling out drip. Figure we caught him right by the flip. You read the hook, now I'm a fish. Run to the giver, life of the river. Drinking it fresh, and I'm seeing you running the comma again with a gunner. Now you really be hating. Ain't dealing with Satan, better yet, you making fun of. We got the sun in the summer, little drummer. The Lord God is all I wanna. Doing the will of God, you call me brother, mama, proud of me. I won't get another. Heard the truth, and that's a double cut. I see the fight, man, but I'm still a lover. Race to the tune, but the Lord fam, see in the midst of the last days. Christ when you go to ways, you know where you're coming, to see the hands. Get right up with your open hands. I gotta be thankful God for the sin. is dead. Out of my God, dripping blood, the body so bad. Instead of the bread of obsessed, sitting in heavenly places, I'm resting. You got it better than take it up. I'm better, I gotta be better. Setting better than keep it. You're setting up beauty, independence, and action. You can play with these people. Don't matter if you black or vanilla. It's really not about that sweet love. My God, it's a master builder.
That scared me so bad.
Living without the plug, wait. Had a face to face a day. I can no longer fake it, hey. Had a face to face a day. What is my soul without your love? Go and take it. Grand Junction. Yeah, thank you, Grand Junction. Now give it up to the old way. Yeah. I'm in your son is enough for us. I need a salvation, wait. Living without the plug, wait. I had a face to face a yeah. I can no longer fake it, wait. I had a face to face a yeah. What is my soul without your love? Go ahead and take it.
Dude, that was fire.
So this is that time I'm just gonna be straight wild with y'all real quick. So this poem was actually written while I was in a really dark place. And when I was actually at the Family Crisis Center as well, so. I sat down and talked to a counselor at my school. Cause someone once told me that my life was the #1 rule. Constantly thinking about taking myself out of this world was the #1 mistake, cause it was over a girl. She said, tell me what happened, what could she possibly do to break a young man that's as strong and as willing as you? And I said, other than telling me she was carrying my son, I had to think twice, but I didn't know she would run. So from that point on, I went to go look for a gun, because from that day on, I could have swore I was done. And then she had to ask about my family problems. I started thinking for a minute, then I hit rock bottom. I said, well, every month my mom gets a welfare check. Every time she checks the mail, the bills are up to her neck. And my mom isn't stupid, she wrote a poetry book. Cause the struggles inside, every person would look at the beauty inside my mother's beautiful heart. There's no way she can make it without breaking, cause she was corrupt from the start. So me, my sister, and my brothers all made bets, thinking we would all be rich for my mom's royalty checks. You see, my mom's best idea was to sell a book to publish America online. But still to this day, we haven't seen a single dang dime. We all thought we'd be swimming in the money like Michael Phelps. But soon we all realized that they were keeping the money for themselves, you see. That was my mom's moment of glory. A chance for my mom to tell the beauty in her whole life story. So from that point on, it all went down. We went from being stable to on hollow ground. So I started writing poetry, and dang, I was good. So I thought I'd follow in my mom's footsteps and one day get us out of this hood. Only thinking about myself, I thought my mom be proud. But one night she made a jealousy clear and loud. That night I was sleeping. It was dark in my room. She busted my door and she said, forget it, I'm through. So she grabbed a little Bible and her poetry books. She threw it all in my face and she said, take a good look. After screaming her lungs off, she said, there, you can have it, cause you stealing my stuff has become a messed up habit. Well, that night I found myself sleeping on a bus. Cause the stuff she was screaming was a little too rough. So I went to grab my gun and I called myself a fool. And I prayed to my God and he showed me his tools. He said, forgive them, child, for they do not know what they do. But always remember that this goes down in my books too. My counselor said, dang, I don't know how you feel. And I said, my stomach is always empty, but my writing's my meal. You see, my mom was raped when she had me. But still to this day, I can't figure out why she had me. And I would want to follow in my father's footsteps, but he's never wiped these tears. I would want to follow in my father's footsteps, but I haven't seen him in my whole 27 years. Maybe he was some black man walking down the street. Or maybe he was some black man in a YouTube video looking for me. Maybe he was P. Diddy. Or maybe Obama. But I'll never freaking know because I look like my mama. Thank you. In all the trials and tribulations, I learned that you just have to keep going and put your trust in God and have faith, and He'll always guide the way. Yeah. They can't slaughter us no more. I'm in the heart of the spirit, crying out, making like wood, gotta knock up. None of my enemies, seeing the enemies, burning name up with a father. It was no wrestler, how to be saved. It was that time to get to the chopper. Terminate the law, it's what we say. We don't gonna shoot for the slaughter. I'm in the heart of the spirit, crying out, making like wood, gotta knock up. None of my enemies, seeing the enemies, burning it up with a father. It was no wrestler, how to be saved. It was that time to get to the chopper. Terminate the law, it's what Romans say. We don't gonna shoot for the slaughter.
I do everything here. What are you talking about? I do everything here. I grew up here though. I grew up and I've been loving this place. I mean, Rifle is better than this place because it's much bigger and I have coping and all that. But it's just too sliding. West is too birdy, dude. They're quarter pipes? Nah. West is too big.
I just like Central in the morning.
I only like Central for scooters. That's for me.
It's my style of riding. I like getting dropped.
Oh no.
Down in the new song, sparking the weight, getting harder than Tucson. I need a wipe in the sight, good mic, real fake, real shake when the ground quake. Eat some spinach, stay strong, gotta get it real fast all the way to the dawn. You ain't seen my wrong, spiritual fight, the lights running half of the land like Mulan. His body was crushed, so step on a cruise on. I can even see it looking back in the song. This is the second season at the finish line, and we ain't doing no reruns. Thanks to the Lord of hosts, you know, taking us off and sitting down with John and his bosom, taking my fair price pay, we say. We don't even need no coupon. I hope I see God one day, his grace. Somebody wave high, we can walk on. Way at the old man, see, I'd rather be fly like a toucan. See me leading me right in the mind and relaxing me. Yeah, the heart of the spirit. Making like wood, gotta knock up. All of my enemies, seeing the enemies, burning it up with a father. It was no rest, I had to be safe. It was that time to get to the chopper. All this way, Romans say, we don't like it, sheep for the starter. Grand Jackson! Thank you, Grand Junction, for inviting us here, and thank you for making it feel like home.
One more time, Grand Junction. Give it up for Prince Smith from Denver, Colorado. Man, if you were listening to what he said, I think you realize by now that we share a lot of the same stories and come from a lot of the same backgrounds. That's one of the reasons why we decided to come here, because we like going places where we have the same thing in common with other people. Just because we're on a microphone in front of you doesn't mean that we're rock stars or anything like that. The music doesn't matter. You guys is what matters. The fact that you have this community and the people in this community that care about you, that's what matters. So that's why we're here. We want you guys to have a great time. So, with that being said, I see like 2 or 3 BMXers in the park. I'm sure you guys already signed up. This is my favorite part of the competition, to be honest with you. Because before I broke my ankle trying to be a skater, I was pretty sick on a BMX bike. So, you know, I mean, that was like 50 years ago. They didn't even have BMX bikes. It was still a 10-speed back then, but it was all good. Anyway, I'm going to give it up for the man, the legend, Mr. Goldfinger himself, John Gold.
If I was a legend, what would I be legendary for?
The mustache.
Probably the mustache. All right, BMX riders, make your way up here, and we'll decide the rules of the
What do you say? Go over there? Yeah, you have to go over there.
So, what you guys know at this point is that you're all gonna win. It's just gonna be first, second, and third, alright? So, what do you wanna do? 45 seconds or 30 seconds? 2:45. Wanna start anywhere? Okay. Time starts when you drop in? Or first trip? What do you want, drop in? Alright, cool.
Bro,
After you drop in, and
I hope my phone doesn't die right now.
sounds pretty good. Now, do you want me to do that as a wingman or would you like to go next? I'm gonna do mine.
Grandpa wants to judge. Can
You want
Grandpa
to judge,
judge?
Grandpa?
Grandpa would love to judge.
This is my grandpa.
Yeah. But while Grandpa's judging the BMX competition, I just want to remind you that this portion of our event is brought to you by Tampico. Drinking in 5 minutes, win $100.
What is Tampa?
Tampico, well, if I tell you what it is now, it will spoil the fun.
What are the ingredients in Tampa?
If I tell you that, it would also spoil
Is
the
it
fun.
like Sunny Delight or something?
No, it's not the
Pork!
Oh, so it's like cheap Sunny Delights.
That was so
Is there
Is that
cool.
what you're saying? Oh. All right, cool. Well, let's roll into this BMX comp. I'm just gonna go in order. Cool. So, Jamin, 45-second run. Time starts in your first trick. But
Bro, my bad for almost messing you up on that manual. I'm sorry for messing you up right there.
Oh, you good? I got past it.
I know.
All right, Jamin. Get into position. All right. And begin.
Gaiman's about to go for it. He's going for the jugular.
Nice and smooth. Woo! Very cool. I mean, he just made that look like it was nothing.